vi har precis visat, alltså, för att vi har internationella gäster och det är Miljan Gogic som är med oss. Jag ska byta mitt svenska till min engelska. Så, hjärtligt warm välkomna till the Existential Paradigm Smedjerid EPOS Film Festival. Och I would like to say that I'm really proud that we are for the first time here in the cinema, and Mikael is our host for today. Tomorrow we will be in Markaryd, also cinema, and on Saturday and Sunday we will have screenings at the Smedjerid Monastery. It's actually cultural center, and we will open the doors for one festival there. Please take a program just to know what we will screen there. But we have very nice movies, exactly the one previous we had here, then now which we will screen now. But we have Elevation, Waiting for the Handke, Guardians, and I would like to introduce even film director for the movie Guardians, Miljan Gogic, please come.
I think we have
Good.
some kind of connection
Here.
right now. Do
Please,
you hear me?
Let them be here, please.
Yeah.
Do you hear us? Yes, but we don't hear you.
Let's see. Let's check the volume.
Here.
There. Thank
A
you.
little more. Just make it maximum.
Hey. Hi. It's a bit of technical problems here in Sweden, you know. But you,
Yeah. It is not enough. But you please let's hear.
no, but I'm just gonna show the audience for them.
Yeah. But I would like to have something else.
Yes.
Wait a second. Okay, here we are.
Okay. Jelena is putting up a micro
Screenings moment.
yeah.
Shooting moment that we have, because we have not screened from there. Okay, great. So we have director and producer here with us.
Hey, you got the waves?
It is not so
huge audience, but still very important, at least for us,
since we are starting with this festival. So we started with Miljan Gogic. Miljan Gogic is director for the movie Guardians that we will screen on Saturday. Please warm welcome there. So Miljan, first time in Sweden.
Yes, this is my first time in Sweden, and I would like to thank you about that, because I know how it's difficult to bring people in the cinema.
Yeah.
I'm director of one festival in Serbia, as you know, but I think the second important thing is to share this goodness and this spirit of the festival, but that I felt here in a couple of days here, actually from tomorrow, and I think it will be very good festival in the future, and I hope I will be the part of that festival as well.
Well, the first steps are always the biggest one, so we are now doing that. And the film which I'm very proud that we actually have here, it's Man of God, since it is one very important history. I would like to say for the cinema, because this kind of movie is not often happen to, how can I say, cinema world. To make some very open and true and deep and important and healthy history about Saint Nectarios. So we have, as I said, director Jelena Popovic and producer Alexandros Potter with us. So I would like to ask Jelena first. How did you come to the idea about to make this movie?
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having my film and having us. I had read a book in 2012 about this wonderful man who is glorified as a saint at this point. but she was lived in late 1800s, early
Do you hear something?
late 1800s or early 1900s.
They don't
and
hear
I was
anything.
inside the
So
story.
you have to translate
I
it.
felt what I was attracted to was actually apart from it's basically the story of somebody who struggled a lot, who fought injustice, who was an example of how to go through this life when things are not going our way, which is most of the time,
Yeah.
and how to actually still preserve our humanity and choose the path of love and forgiveness, which I think, especially nowadays, is very important. I think the world in general, because I think we reached the point where there's a lot of negativity and hatred, and hopefully these kind of films can shed some light on our current problems that we.
Okay, because the audience doesn't hear so much, I would like to just briefly say it is a history about one man's struggle or suffering. That is one story which is very important, extremely important to be screened today. And she followed his biography. And I know it was Cleopas Metropolitan, which has his place in Stockholm. He is one who is, I can say, expert for this subject. And Jelena thought that it is very important to pick up this subject and this biography and screen it on the movie. Okay. Since Alexandros is one who was standing behind you, I can say, as a producer, Alexandros, was it hard for you to decide to make so incredible or, how can I say, not so common subject to make the film as producer, to invest in that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's I've been working with Elena for some time, and on several other projects, and this is one that when she came to me with it, and she sort of said, "Oh, this is something that I want to do," and obviously in the beginning I wasn't sort of sure, but I follow the instinct. And it's been a journey. So we, obviously in the beginning you sort of wonder how this can be done, and commercially how viable it can be. And but I think along the way and after the fact, I think regardless, the film has actually been very successful commercially.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I think it's really, we've seen that it's really helped people. Interestingly enough, this film is not just, it's actually, it speaks to people's souls, and it speaks to people's souls, essentially. So I think that's really something that's important when you're making, or when you're producing a film, is really that it will have an impact, and it will make a difference in people's lives. So very happy that I was able to be a part of it.
Yeah. I would just briefly say, it is not so usual subject for some movies, especially if you are thinking from American perspective, I can imagine. So Alexandros did collaborate with Jelena before, but when Jelena came with this idea, he really liked it. And as I understood, Alexandros, do you have a Greek background?
I do, yes.
Yes, so it was not so hard to understand the story.
Sure.
Yeah. Alexandros is living in USA, in LA, but his background, probably parents are from Greece, I don't know.
Yes, half Greek, yeah.
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry?
I'm half Greek, yes.
Half Greek, okay. And he took this history, and he was ready to make the first step to some subject which he actually believed, and he think also that it is important to make some movie that has impact to the public. And he also find out that this movie actually, even if he didn't expect so much, get quite huge revenue. People are looking for to see this movie. So he can say that he's like a succeed, even if it's not taught or mentioned from the beginning.
Correct. Yeah, and I think what's important is that this film, the experience and the feedback that we've seen and the reactions of people is that this film has really helped people. A lot of the people who have seen it have expressed gratitude, of course, but yeah, and because they, it made a difference for them in their life and what they're going through in the time when they saw the film. So it's really like it has a healing effect.
Yeah.
The film has a healing effect.
Yeah, that's what he actually find out, that is with this movie helped a lot people to actually help them with both health and with it's like helpful film that people was appreciate, and they really liked that they when they saw the movie. So it has some like healthy impact too on a public that taking this movie. Yes, I think that from audience I already see yes it is. But I remember also when I saw it first time, especially during the pandemic, it was like best medicine for the people to recover after 2 years of disaster, of isolation, that to see just one struggle of one common person which lived like last century, how his life actually looked like. Okay. From a public, do you have some, since you probably know a little bit about Nectarius? Yes. And do you have some, you didn't saw the movie, so we think it will be too late to have this conversation at 11 o'clock, but do you have some question before, like? Not yet, they are selling. Okay. Then we can say like this, that we open our film festival, and we will screen this movie with a big heart, waiting for the Millions movie too, which is also a healthy movie, like medicine, and so many other movies that you have in this program. And yeah, I can say that we have opened this festival. Mikael, you can start the projection. Please.
Well, thank you for joining us. And I will continue in Swedish just for a second.
Yeah.
Och det är för att det var lite problem med den här filmen, eftersom de som har ansvaret för den vill inte riktigt släppa den ifrån sig. Vi har fått en engelsk textad kopia, men det är inte engelsk text överallt, och det är liksom, men där de talar engelska kanske det inte är något större problem. Där de talar latin förstår jag att det kan vara problem. Men jag hoppas ändå att man förstår sammanhanget. För detta är ju faktiskt en film som inte finns i Sverige egentligen.
Nej.
Och vi är verkligen lyckligt lottade för att få se den. För det har inte varit lätt, varken för min del eller för Jelenas del, att få loss en sån här visning av en film som faktiskt, om jag får säga så, att skaparna vill ju ha en liksom divine, alltså en storskalig sak, men världen är ju inte storskalig. Världen verkar i det lilla, och det lilla är just nu här i Laholm. Jag hoppas att ni kan tycka om filmen. Man of God. Välkomna.
Det var, even if we are in a small amount, we're doing a great job. So it was just Mikael's hälsning. Thank you so much. See you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye bye. Yep.
Είμαι ο βασιλιάς όλου του κόσμου. Τι θα ήθελες λοιπόν να σου χαρίσω? Τι θα μπορούσες να μου χαρίσεις εσύ, ο δούλος των δούλων μου?
Know your evidence. Not this time.